I'm here with Mr. Boltinghouse. Thank you for agreeing to this interview. I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
So how do you see these boards affecting the people of Owen Valley High School and the Owen County community?
So when we think about our students, we want to think about career opportunities, real life skills to prepare our students so when they graduate, they're ready for whatever type of workforce that may be. So I think what this type of product, these video boards, what they do for our school, they create opportunities. As I've sit down with teachers, students, instructors, we've talked about how this can evolve into such a large piece. It's not just the radio television class. There's a marketing component to this. Research, when you go to put together a marketing campaign, you're looking at who that's going to impact. So we've sat down and literally, Mr. Livingston, Mr. Crouch, we've sat down and looked on a map. How many different schools, communities cipher through our gym on a yearly basis? So we've kind of looked at that radius. How many numbers of people, whether it's athletic contests, band, the career fair, etc. We literally have thousands and thousands of people that cycle through our gymnasium every year. So that becomes your marketing target, right? So that classroom starts to research that information. That would be one component. Then we can look at advertising. So you've got to take that, put it together to go out. Students will advertise, market that to our community, etc. So this is a rather large scope. We obviously love the community. We love the support the community gives us. So even things that we've kind of talked about off the cuff, if Boston wants to have a career fair, a hiring night, we know this particular Friday night brings a lot of visitors to our game. We want to work to create a marketing campaign to help Boston so that maybe they have some representatives here, job openings, postings, applications, etc. Our video board then can have some of that information displayed, who's here, what their mission is, what they're looking for, and then boom, those contacts can happen in real time out in the hallway or however we arrange that. So the way we're kind of thinking about this is these boards are a way to communicate, they're a way for our students to prepare. The athletic contests are just a way to get the people exposed to the content. So really, I think there is far more potential here than what we're even thinking about. When Mr. Livingston and I toured one of the facilities and they start showing, here's what these products can do, we're just scratching the surface with our ideas on where we can take these. But I think the biggest thing for Owen Valley is the opportunity it's going to provide for our students. And as the community observes some of these things, they're going to want to get behind it, whether that's advertising, branding, messaging, etc. So I'm just thrilled for the career opportunities that I think this provides our students.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Hey, Mr. Livingston. Thank you for joining us on this interview today. I just have a single question about these video boards and how they might help us out. So how would your radio and television class, or even your classes, be affected by these boards, and how could they enhance learning in all of your classes?
Well, I'm looking forward to incorporating the video boards into the OVTV curriculum. We'll be able to create digital content in the classroom. We'll be able to have the software package on each of the classroom computers, so students will be able to create, edit, and render final products that will be easily moved from the classroom to the gymnasium that could be displayed on the boards. The great thing is that we could do athlete spotlight, student spotlights. We can spotlight teachers and other great things that are going on within the Spencer-Owen Community School Corporation on these video boards. And the thing about the boards in the gym, we initially thought, hey, we could kind of ramp up the scoreboards. But as we research the boards and the power that they have, the idea is anytime we have people in the gym, we would have these boards on and they would be displaying some type of content. So something as simple as like Veterans Day that we do every single year typically has people sitting in chairs on the gym floor and somebody speaking. we would be able to highlight those veterans up on our boards. So that's just one example of how these boards are definitely going to change the school culture, and all of that content will be created within my classroom. So I'm privileged to have the opportunity to be a part of this.
All right, well, thank you very much.
These video boards will affect every student, staff, and viewers of any kind by informing them during any events in our gymnasium, such as sports events, pep rallies, or even graduations. As social media makes a large impact on news and spreading information, we could be broadcasting them to the entire world. Aside from the internet, these boards would primarily affect the people of Owen County and surrounding areas.
People from different organizations at the school will be appointed to operate these boards. This will be done in order to ensure that the correct person is operating the boards regardless of the specific use case at any given time. Most of the content that will be displayed on these boards will be produced by the students, but the boards will also help in the presentation of advertisements. This will be economically beneficial for everyone involved, as it will reduce the complexity of the current advertising process, which in turn will result in easy advertising for Owen Valley's current partners, and theoretically, more company involvement overall. The boards will be set up in Owen Valley High School's main gymnasium on opposite ends of the room. They will act as replacements for the current scoreboards. These new boards will allow for increased customization and flexibility, as they will not be restrained by the school's current outdated boards that do not offer nearly as many options. To put it simply, Owen Valley wants to improve the experience of everyone who interacts with our school, and these boards allow for that. Spectators, both in person and online, will experience better entertainment. Owen Valley students will gain a new tool to improve their education in media production and broadcasting, and sponsors will have an easier and more expansive way to advertise their products and services.
For behind the scenes, not only do we have the OVTV news class, but we also have a OVTV news broadcasting club, who will take in the scores for the scoreboards and will have the ability to send the feed from our broadcast up to the scoreboard. The business class we offer will have to connect with local businesses to help create messages for their missions. We also offer a journalism class that will also be involved in making some scripts for commercials. All of the groups involved will form a strong working bond with each other and will help prepare students for future partnerships, networking, and teamwork.
OVTV would like to thank you for your time, and that is all we have for today.